It's Ray Give TV.
Ray Give TV.
Let's get right to it.
Hey, Wack, I see they didn't believe you when you was saying that back in the day about the Tory shit too, huh? You went through that shit too, huh?
I kept telling everybody.
I tried to tell
Everybody thought I was capping. I said, I'm telling y'all now, the blood test come back negative, all the DNA. I said, it's going to hit the shit. It's going to hit the table. I'm telling everybody.
Man, did y'all see 5 Shots? It's a documentary on Prime Video. I said, if you watch that and still feel like Tory did the shit, you might need some mental work done.
Listen, when the nigga Tory went back, when they hired the PIs and they went back for the gun, they said the gun has been compromised. They said, okay, we need the bullets. We lost the bullets. They said, okay, we need the DNA. They said, there's no more DNA. What you mean? We used it all testing. You only submitted one test. No, several tests was done. When the 2 tests came in behind the first test, it could have been, it could not have been. Both the 2 tests behind it was 100% negative. Absolutely not him. They never submitted them to the court.
Yeah, that's crazy work, man. And
now, whoever that DA is, and that white lady said some crazy shit. When Tory got stabbed Monday, I talking to the homies on the yard. I said, bro, you telling me Wack wasn't no tension, wasn't no nothing, bro. And these niggas is lifers. I said, somebody sent that boy at that man. I said, do the dropout? He said, yeah, he got some minor shit on his shit. I said, somebody sent him at that man. That white lady said today, because I had no idea that the security guard had went in and gave a statement saying, I watched the girl fire 3 shots. Tory knocked the gun out of her hand. He never fired the gun, none of that. They just submitted, the lady said, we just submitted his statements. And then Monday, the weekend after, 2 days later, he get attacked. They hit that nigga 14 times, bro. That means that correctional officers, nigga, everybody was looking the other way.
They said the guy that stabbed him, he told the guy that stabbed him that he was going to f his wife. And that's what started that, but he wasn't supposed to talk.
You got that from a Norteno nigga named J52 or 59 page. A Norteno, that's a dropout.
Who's that?
He's a Norteno. He's a northern Mexican. This is a southern Mexican and a non-affiliate black dude, right? This is a northern Mexican that's told y'all he called the prison and they gave him them details. Ain't no penitentiary giving you no details, calling the penitentiary staff office or nowhere on no what happened. Don't nobody know what happened but the Mexican and Tory. And I'm going to tell you, I talk to Tory every week. Ain't no way if it was it. First of all, he don't do nothing but help the whole yard. Second of all, he knows appeal coming. He not finna. Third of all, he wasn't at no visit. So that did exactly what they wanted it to do, because they got people like you screaming and shit. You ain't hear the Mexican say it. You ain't hear.
I didn't scream anything. I'm talking regularly. I just made a statement.
No, I'm just being real. Like, y'all, this is a dropout. He in my DMs right now talking about Wack. I'm gonna clean it up. I said, bro, I'm gonna f over your whole everything, nigga. You know what you doing? See, I'm gonna talk prison talk to him. He like that. They told me. That's what they told. Who told? It's a mess. I'm a kid. Watch this. Here.
Yeah, I seen this shit on YouTube. No, I didn't even watch it because it was an essay. I'm like, I ain't finna watch that shit.
Here you go. Look, the nigga's begging me right now. This him. The homies is on the yard with him. They ain't finna. And that nigga got about 30 niggas got appeals in there. Ain't nobody finna. Tory don't do shit but work out. He work out, play basketball, and be in his cell rapping on his little device. That's all he do. He don't even got to tell him. He look like flirting with a nigga wife and visiting, and then telling the Mexican, your wife like black. That ain't nothing about it. This nigga whole mind is, I'm finna come home, Wack, make these calls for me. He not, that's where that came from, that nigga right there. He started the whole shit. I got a call from I called the prison, and they said that Tory flirted with dude's wife and visited. First of all, Tory got to be on the visit to do that. Let's start there. And then he told him on the tier, your wife like, let me explain something to y'all how this go. This is how this go. A nigga come out and he there before I get there. And he flirting with my wife. Right? We got to act like Tory's girl is there too. So remember, when you walk out, your visitor is there. We ain't waiting for them, they waiting on us. So Tory walks out, his girl in the visiting room, and he starts flirting with another while he know he in the penitentiary. This is how this go. She gonna come out, she gonna say, hey, that dude right there tried to flirt with me. He gonna be like, cool. He gonna have his visiting, he gonna do all this shit, and he gonna flight him right there in that visitor room when it's done. He ain't no getting back to the yard. But let's start with the visit. Show me where Tory had a visit. Tory saying, well, there ain't no visit. Where's the visit at, nigga? Can you show me where the Mexican had a visit? Now, Nisha, you see me talking to this clown. You see him telling me, Wack, because I went at him on social. I'm going to kill his whole shit off. Now you want to play. Wack, you could have caught. Nah, nigga, we ain't calling nothing, nigga. Who paid you to do this? You was a dropout northerner.
He could have macked in before he posted it.
Yeah, exactly. But I already know what it is. Bro, when that white lady said what she said, I said, oh, shit. Because I didn't know. I knew the other shit was already in. I knew that was in the DNA. But I didn't know the security guard had just come forth and issued a statement Thursday or Friday. And they just walked that shit into the DA office on top of what they already had. I didn't know that.
But even if you look at the case though, man, like it's crazy. Like I don't know how you came to your conclusion, but like when you hear the story and then us being men, right? Like in dealing with women and their emotions and you know what I mean? Like it was like, man, it don't make sense. And then when like you said, when they said the GSR wasn't on, I'm like, come on, bro.
I just ain't said nothing. But if y'all go look up, if you go look up what day Tory Lanez went to jail, it's gonna say December 23rd, 2022. Right? Watch this.
Wait, but while we watching, but I thought that same thing when he called the best friend from jail. I thought the same thing. Like, why would she answer and talk to him and try to get him out?
That phone call got misconstrued because he said, yo, this is all my fault. I take responsibility. Everybody think he talking about a shoot. He talking about y'all.
Yeah,
man.
I know that.
This was talking to bitch. That's all he was talking about. He wasn't talking about the shooting. Meg ass been blanked out. This been blacked out. She's so loaded. That's what she do all the time. This bitch gets drunk off that Hennessy and blacks out.
But what I'm saying is, I felt from that call that he was in love with the best friend.
I don't know what it was.
Which call you talking about?
I just know his disposition was, he said, Wack, it ain't my job to do their job.
When he called the best friend from jail.
Oh yeah, man, that call pissed me off because I'm like, why y'all act like y'all don't know what the nigga's saying? They tried to spin it like he was admitting.
Yeah, he talking about the shoot.
I'm like, come on, bro. Like, is y'all done for real?
Yeah, he tell me, Wack, it ain't my job to do their job, bro. They got to do their job, my nigga.
And I respect that.
Like he like, bro, they got the gun. They got the gun. Y'all don't remember the stylist giving a statement saying, I packed that gun in their bags several times. That's their gun. The stylist said it. Whoever the little gay stylist was, right?
And did. Sure did.
Yeah, it's what he said. He said, I packed that gun in their bag several times. That's their gun.
It was a pink
now what they done did,
and it was pink.
Everybody that DA has convicted is gonna be the Tory Lanez case study. Nigga, they gonna let them people go. I'm telling you, if anybody got any type of case similar to this shit, they gonna have everybody coming back on appeal. They gotta get rid of that DA. Anybody that DA convicted, that Tory Lanez just became case study for appeal.
Right. Now, what I want to know, Wack, right, from your experience with this shit, right, with Kelsey having that immunity that she had, does that get revoked?
Nah, she only got. This was crazy. Go look it up. She don't got full. She don't got the shit like You know the shit Bone had from Athens Park? That's
Okay,
why Bone was
yeah.
able to do that. They remember when Bone get up there, he reneged on everything. They couldn't touch him. She don't got full. It's something they can do to her. I don't know what or how much, but she ain't got the full blown immunity to where it don't matter.
Right.
Y'all gotta use a regular people example. Like when what's his name had a
Bone,
what's
okay,
his
let me
name
tell you
had
who Bone
immunity.
is. No, this is regular people, nigga. Bone, all y'all know Bone. Bone is the nigga on the Suge Knight case. Bone is the actor. Y'all done watched this nigga in Training Day, Brooklyn Finest. Y'all done seen Bone in every motherfucking thing. He always plays the blood. Dark skin, slim, tall dude. The same nigga
Oh, I know
that
who
was
you're
whooping.
talking about.
Yeah, the bald head cat.
That's
Yeah.
Bone from Athens Park.
Yeah.
So when that shit happened with Suge, right? Because remember they was saying Bone had a gun. Bone had a gun, as they was saying, right? So when it happened with Suge, they tell Bone if he give a statement against Suge, they give him immunity, full immunity. So what they do, Bone hit him with this statement. He give him a statement. They give him the immunity. When it come time for court, they never put it over his head. See, usually like the loose cannon shit we found, when we put up that 2007 shit and the case is still open, they leaving it open because if he don't get down, they gonna book him for it. They close Bone case. When Bone took the stand, he reneged on everything he said. Immunity was there. Can't do nothing about it.
Mm.
Yeah. Cause I'm telling you that I ain't gonna lie. I usually don't attach myself to celebrity shit, but that one did specifically get to me with this Tory and this Megan shit. That one got to me, bro. Cause I'm like,
I'm
man,
gonna
y'all
tell you
can't
what's
be
gonna get
telling me
to
that
you
was a
more.
sloppy ass
That,
case.
listen, what's gonna get to you more? They gonna still support Megan like she did nothing. That's
No,
what's
that's
gonna
a
get to you
fact.
more. All the hate Tory got, they not gonna get put none of that on Megan. Remember I told you that.
Yeah, no, that's a fact, man.
Man, her recent documentary, it did pull my woman strings. I ain't gonna
Shit,
lie.
did you check that shit out? Because look, everybody was calling me because she used the clip that I shot of her back in the day when we was in H Town. They all called, man. They used your clip. I said, I don't give a fuck, nigga. They ain't give me no check for that shit, nigga. But I go check out the, you know what I mean? I'm like, okay, let me go see what she said. So now she telling her side of the story. Nigga, I went back and watched again 5 shots, bro. 5 shots is 2 episodes. It tells Megan's side, and then the other one tells Tory's side. You feel what I'm saying? And then her shit, I think was called like In My Own Words or some. I forgot the name of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I watched her shit, nigga. Like if you can't tell that this shit was bullshit, right? And Kelsey and Megan got it too. Even when they got in the car, my nigga, and Tori was like, no matter of fact, on 5 shots, this is what Kelsey said. She was
It's
like,
called
yeah, I
In
was
Her Words.
in her word. There you go.
Yeah.
On 5 shots,
Yeah.
Kelsey was like, yeah, you know, Megan kept all laughing all dramatically, and you know, I wanted to see what was funny. I ain't never heard a black woman say, I want to see what's funny, and it was something cool. Like, you feel me? It was one of them, like, bitch, what's so funny? Like, you feel what I'm saying? And then Tori was like, yeah, Megan,
Mm-hmm.
tell your friend what's so funny with your fake ass. Like, when you hear that story, it's like, bro, you know what the fuck going on. Megan and Kelsey getting into it, not Tori and Megan.
And the
Shit
craziest
was
part
crazy.
is that
That
she
case was
came
sloppy,
on
bro.
and she was like, yes, we had sex. Like, bro, that should have been said way.
Wack 100. More premium content on the way. Be sure to like the video. Go ahead and share the video. Keep that notification bell turned on. I will deliver 24/7 around the clock. You already know. To everybody out there working hard on the grind, if you believe it, you'll achieve. Do what you got to do today to be prepared for tomorrow. And there it go. But until next time, it's your boy Rico. I'm gone. God bless. Peace.